So for our Santa hat, we'll need a red yarn, a white yarn, a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, a sewing needle, and if you're finishing your hat with a cute little jingle bell, you'll need a jingle bell. To start, we're going to make the brim for our Santa hat. So we're going to start with a slip knot. And we're going to make a chain of 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So now that you have your chain of 11, if you turn it to the side, you may be able to see these bumps on the back. These bumps are where we are going to place our single crochets, and we're going to start with the second chain from the hook. So it's not this bump, but it's going to be this one. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. Come on, camera. Okay, so this one here is where we're going in first. The first row is always the hardest, I think. It gets easier from here. Okay, so we're gonna pull up a loop. Now that we have 2 loops on our hook, we're gonna yarn over and pull through both loops. Okay, and we'll do that again in the next bump right here. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Let's do it again together. This next bump here. Go in, pull up a chain or a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. You're going to continue this single crocheting into each of these back loops until we get to the end of our chain. I'll meet you there. Okay, so I have 2 chains to go, and I just wanted to point out that the one that is closest to where you made your slip knot might be kind of hard to see, but that little guy still counts. That's your last bump right there next to your slip knot. So we'll put in that last one, and now we should have we will be ending with 10 single crochets for our brim of our Santa hat. Okay, so you can count your stitches. If you're new to crochet, what you're looking for is on the top of your work so far, you'll see these little V's. So these are your stitches, and if we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this little guy. So we have 10 single crochets, and from here we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. And now we're going to be working into the back loop only. So if you look at your V's, this is the back loop and this is the front loop of your V. So you're gonna go in not this one where your yarn is coming through where we made our chain, but this one here is our first stitch. So we're gonna go in the back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. Again, go into the back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more time, back loop, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, continue with that 1 single crochet in the back loop only until you get to the end of the row. Okay, so here we are at the end of the row. We have 10 back loop only single crochets. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, and again we will be making single crochets into the back loop only, just here. And what we're creating is a ribbing effect, and it's great because our Santa hat will be snug, but also this ribbing will be kind of stretchy, so it will be snug but comfortable. Like, it'll be secure, but it'll still be comfortable to wear because it has some give and some stretch. So we're going to continue this pattern of 10 back loop only single crochets to the end of the row, chain 1, turn our work, back loop only single crochets to the end of the row, chain 1, turn our work. We're going to keep working this pattern until your work is the length of the circumference of your head. So like I said, this is the brim of your hat. So once you've reached the circumference of your head, or the head of the person you will be gifting this Santa hat to, I'll meet you back up here and I will show you how to join your ends together, and we'll start then on the hat itself. The circumference of my head with the length of my brim, and see how stretchy, so nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and we're going to fold our work in half like so, and we're going to slip stitch these 2 sides together. So what we're looking for, if I can close up on this. All right, so we're going to go into, see, not this V where our yarn is coming out of, but this next one here. This is our first back loop only single crochet. We're going to go right underneath it. So there's the V, and then under you can see where your hook can fit right here. On the other side, we're going to be looking for here. It's kind of hard to see, but this is our first stitch on this side. So once you have the first stitch of each end, you're going to yarn over and pull through all all 4 of these and then through your chain. And we're going to do that all the way across. I'm going to do this one with you again. So we're looking for that V. We're going to go right under it. And on this side, we're looking for the next stitch, which is here. We're going to go right under it. Come on. There we go. Oh, there's a hair. All right, and then yarn over and pull through all 4 and the loop on your hook again. The next stitch, you can see where our hook will fit. We'll find it on this side as well. The V. We're going to go right under the V here. That hair is still here. My hair is really attracted to yarn. Okay. There we go. And through the loop on your hook, do one more together. Underneath the V and pull and pull. Okay, so you're gonna slip stitch the 2 sides together all the way across until we reach the end. And if you can end on a row where your tail is on the top, so that we can crochet over it and kind of weave in that end as we go. Not imperative to the final hat outcome. We can always sew this in later. It's just more convenient. So yes, we'll meet up here when we get to the end of stitching our 2 sides together. Okay, I've reached the last slip stitch. Do this last one together. Pull through, pull through. Okay, so now you have your brim. It's nice and stretchy. And we're going to now chain 1. And we're going to put some single crochets all around the brim. And what we're doing is we're starting a foundation row for the head of the Santa hat, so we can easily see what stitches we're going to be working into. We're creating those now. You can see these 2 rows. So I like to go right into the end of this row and right into the end of this row and do that all the way around. We're just creating, like I said, a foundation row for the next row of our hat to go into. So you find where your hook can easily go and make a single crochet. Go here. Okay, and we're going to continue putting a single crochet at the top of every row until we reach the end. Okay, I'm approaching the end of this round here, round 1. Still putting a single crochet in the top of every row. And in case I didn't mention before, if you're just following along with me and didn't want to take measurements or anything, and you just want to do what I did, I made a total of 52 of these back loop only single crochet rows for the brim. Okay, so we're coming around where we can see the first V, which is here, and we're going to slip stitch into that very first V, but instead of pulling through with my white, I'm now going to switch to my red yarn. Okay, so once you have your red yarn, you're gonna pull through this slip stitch with red and through this loop, chain 1, and just to make sure that it's super secure, I like to tie these two together a couple of times. And we'll just crochet over these tails. Okay, nice and secure. I'm going to cut my white yarn and put him away because he's all done. All right, this is going to be round 2 of our sand hat. We've changed colors now. We're working with red, and this is going to be the inside of our hat. So by the end, when we sew on our jingle bell, we're actually going to turn it back right side out. So we've already chained 1. We need to chain 2 and 3. So this chain 3 is going to count as our first double crochet of round 2. And then we're going to go right into the next stitch right here with a double crochet. And that goes yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through both loops on the hook. And see, I'm just crocheting right over the top of my tails so I don't have to sew them in later. And how I do that is I just kind of lay it on top of that back loop. All right, we're ready for the next double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to continue to put a double crochet in every stitch until the end of our row, and I'll meet you up at the very end and we will slip stitch to join. All right, the final stitch of this row 2. Place one more double crochet, And then you'll see this is where we started, so this is our chain. We are going to actually slip stitch to this very first double crochet. And chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. In this stitch, very first stitch, a double crochet, double crochet in the next stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and continue placing 1 double crochet in every stitch around for rounds 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'll meet you back up here on finishing up row 6. Okay, so I'm approaching the end of row 6. So far I have done 50 stitches, so here's 51 and 52 double crochet. Okay, so we're going to slip stitch here into this first double crochet stitch, and now we can chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start this round with a double crochet 2 together. So we yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, then we're going to yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. In the next stitch we're going to put a double crochet, and a double crochet in the next, double crochet, we're going to put a total of 9 double crochets. So far we have 3, so here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, now that we have 1 double crochet 2 together, 9 double crochets, we're going to place another double crochet 2 together. So yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Okay, and then 9 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're going to place another double crochet 2 together, yarn over, go in and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3, then a double crochet in the next 9 stitches. You're going to complete this pattern to the end of this round, 9 double crochets, 1 double crochet 2 together, all the way to the end of the row. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, here we are at the end of row 7. This is my last double crochet 2 together here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to put my 5th double crochet here because that's all the stitches that were left. So now we're going to slip stitch here into the first double crochet, and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so for round 8, we're just going to be placing 1 double crochet in every stitch in this row. So 1 double crochet in every stitch around for round 8. And I'll meet up with you at the end of round 8. All right, the last few stitches of row 8. Okay, and then we're gonna join to the very first double crochet and chain 3. Round 9 is going to be another decrease round. So we're gonna start with a double crochet 2 together, then place 1 double crochet in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, I'll place another double crochet 2 together, and then 8 double crochets. Continue on crocheting 8 double crochets and a double crochet 2 together, 8 double crochets and a double crochet 2 together, and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Okay, here's my final double crochet 2 together for this round. Yep. Couple stitches left. Alright, here's the end of round 9. Slip stitch to the first double crochet and chain 3. Okay, round 10 is going to be a double crochet round. So you're just going to place 1 double crochet in every stitch around for this round. Okay, just finishing up the last couple of stitches for round 10. Slip stitch to the first double crochet and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Round 11 will be another decrease row. So we're going to double crochet into the first 7 stitches of this row. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we'll double crochet 2 together. And work 7 double crochets. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then double crochet 2 together. Continue working 7 double crochets, then double crochet 2 together until the end of the round. Okay, for row 12 will be a double crochet row. So we're just going to chain 3 and work 1 double crochet into every stitch around till the end of this round. I'll meet back up with you to start row 13. Okay, round 13 is another decrease round. I'm going to chain 3, work 1 double crochet 2 together, then work 1 double crochet in the next 6 stitches, six, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1 double crochet 2 together, and this will be the pattern for this row. 6 double crochet and 1 double crochet 2 together all the way to the end. Okay, row 14, chain 3 and work 1 double crochet into every stitch in this round until the end. Row 15 will be a decrease round. I'm going to chain 3, work 1 double crochet 2 together, one double crochet in the next 5 stitches all the way to the end of the round. Round 16 is another double crochet round, so chain 3 and work 1 double crochet into every stitch on the round. Row 17 will be another decrease round. Chain 3, work 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we'll double crochet 2 together. And that's the pattern for this row. 4 double crochets, 1 double crochet, 2 together to the end of the round. Round 18 will be a double crochet row, chain 3, and work 1 double crochet into every stitch in the round. Okay, row 19 is a decrease round. Chain 3. We're going to place 1 double crochet, 2 together. And 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Then 1 double crochet, 2 together. Then 1 double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Continue this pattern in every stitch of this round. Okay, round 20. We're almost done. Hopefully your Santa hat is looking amazing and getting long and thinner towards the top. Round 20 is going to be a double crochet round. So chain 3, place 1 double crochet in every stitch of the round. And I'll meet you back up for row 21. Round 21 is a decrease round. Chain 3, work 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Then 1 double crochet, 2 together. Then 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And 1 double crochet, 2 together. One double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 double crochet, 2 together. Continue on with this pattern to the end of the round. Round 22. 1, 2, 3. Will be a double crochet round. So place 1 double crochet in every stitch in the round. Okay, slip stitch to join, chain 3, round 23 will be a decrease round, 1 double crochet, 2 together, and then 1 double crochet in the next, then 1 double crochet, 2 together, then 1 double crochet in the next, then 1 double crochet, 2 together, and 1 double crochet in the next, and 1 double crochet, 2 together, and 1 double crochet in the next, then we only have 1 stitch left in this round, so we're going to go ahead and put double crochet and slip stitch to join, 1, 2, 3, and work 1 double crochet into every stitch around. This is round 24. Oh, my jingle bell fell. Okay, round 25 is going to be our final decrease round. So slip stitch to the first double crochet, chain 3, and we're going to place as many double crochet 2 togethers as we have stitches for. So 1 double crochet 2 together, double crochet 2 together, and we can make 1 more, it looks like. And go ahead and just put a double crochet in this last stitch. And we're going to slip stitch into this first stitch to join, and at this point you can chain 1, fasten off with a long tail, Okay, and remember, this is the inside of the hat that we're looking at. So we're going to take a yarn needle. There we go. Okay. So with our yarn needle, we're going to go back and forth through the stitches, like so. And then we're gonna pull it tight and close up this hole. And I will just kind of sew back and forth a few times just to keep it secure. Okay, and then go ahead and make a knot. And fasten off, and let's turn the hat inside out, outside in. Okay, and we are ready to sew on our little jingle bell. So let me grab that and I'll be right. Okay, if you are using a jingle bell to put on the end of your Santa hat, you're going to need a sewing needle and some thread. Your thread can be any color. It's not really going to be visible. My daughter just happened to have some red thread that I could use. Also, if you are looking for the jingle bells, I found these at Walmart. I think they were just under $3, so sweet little jingle bells. But I am also going to show you how to make one with a pom-pom, a homemade pom-pom. So if you'd rather, and I will say these are a choking hazard, so I would only give the jingle bell hats to grown-ups, but we'll make a homemade pom-pom just in case you're making this for a little one. Okay, just have to maneuver that through. Okay, so you can kind of guesstimate the center. A bit, and I'm just going to run this through about as many times as I can to make it as secure as possible. Yay, okay. let's make a pom-pom. You're gonna need some white yarn and something this size. It doesn't have to be a phone case. It can be a deck of cards, or I've seen people use like flattened toilet paper rolls, but something about this size. And we're just gonna wrap our yarn around 100 times. So keep wrapping and wrapping. Okay, and it should look something like this. We're going to snip this here. And then take our yarn and we're going to wrap it around the center of the yarn. But you want to keep a long tail that we can use to sew the pom-pom onto our Santa hat. So tie in the center, nice and tight, and then I do it a couple of times so it's nice and secure. Maybe one more time, just for good measure. Okay, once you've tied it tight into your satisfaction, snips, we have 2 long tails, and then we're gonna cut along the sides of all of these loops on either side. Loops, you'll have a shaggy pom, and what you can do, is you can cut around the pom, kind of trim it down to the size you'd like. I kind of like them long and shaggy like this. I think it's super cute, but you can customize it to how you like. And I'm going to work on kind of trimming it down like so for a while and all around. And then I will meet back up with you to show you the finished product, and we can sew it on our Santa hat together. Okay, ta-da! We have a pom-pom. So let's sew it on. Thank you, Mini Mermaid.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're just going to put the needle through the center here. And pull that down. we can flip it. Yeah. Okay, and then we can secure this on here. By sewing a knot as many times as our heart's desire to make it feel really secure on there. Super secure. And then snip our ends. Here is our darling Santa hat. And if this is your very first crochet project, I just want to say congratulations. You are officially a fiber artist. And thank you so much for crocheting with me.